Right, so a quick little video, all to do with our up and coming trip next week to Europe. We're going to talk about how we planned it, how we're going to record it, and one of the main things at the moment, which is different to normal, is how we're going to cope with the heat, because it's going to be hot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be very hot, as everybody knows, with the heat wave. Hopefully it might cool down the second week.
Hopefully, yeah.
So that's where the problem arises, isn't it? You've got to make sure you've got the gear for hot weather, and obviously we are going to the Dolomites up in the mountains, so it could get considerably colder there. So we've both got new mesh trousers.
Yeah, nice and airy.
Which I think is a definite. So we've got no issues with trousers. You've trekked yourself to a new mesh jacket. So now you've got to decide, is your mesh jacket the right one to take with you on your trip?
Yeah, I mean, I like this one. It's really, really cool. It doesn't have many pockets. Now, we went out last night, didn't we, with the Alpinestars jackets on the one you've got, the Bogota one.
Yeah.
And it was pretty good. I mean, yeah, you've got vents and all sorts, haven't you, on yours? And that was...
Yeah, 2 vents at the front, 1 big vent at the back, and then 2 arm vents on the arms, yeah. So yeah, it's really good.
So last night it was probably about 26ish, I think, when we went out. And I coped okay. You coped okay as well, didn't you?
Yeah,
in those
fine,
jackets, but if it's going to be more than that, then I think I'd struggle a bit in my big jacket. So that's why I've come out in this one tonight.
Yeah.
Boots, you've changed your boots for tonight as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I had my longer boots on last night, which are quite, which are snug, which are great for cold weather and rain. But I've actually opted for my smaller boots, which are a bit looser, so I feel like they're a bit more area. So I'm going to stick with the smaller ones, I think.
I'm actually quite chilly in this mesh jacket. Let's see what the temperature is.
I think that's why you've got to be mindful about riding the Dolomites.
It's 18 degrees.
Yeah.
It's cooled right down today, hasn't it?
I mean, you can take a fleece and always put a fleece underneath it.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a little bit chilly, this jacket, at the moment, but I think any more than this, it'll be fine. I mean, it's fine now, just I'm thinking if it's on a long journey and we're doing a bit faster speeds, yeah, I might need a fleece on the inside or over the top or something. The other thing we're doing to help with the heat is I've put my small carbon screen on, which lets a bit more air around my shoulders, but still quite good for the helmet. But I can definitely tell it's louder in this helmet.
Yeah.
We've got a water bottle at hand as well now. I put a little bracket on the frame with a water bottle in. You've got some electrolytes, haven't you? You just bought some electrolytes for the water.
I have, yes. So we're not just going to be drinking plain water. We've got water with electrolytes in it. So that'll be good.
Which is good. And the other thing which I've been thinking about is I've just bought this helmet and it's a really, really nice one. And at the moment it's lovely, not overheating at all. But I bought it to replace an not an open one, what do you call it? It's a modular helmet. Modular helmet where the front flips up and right up. Now, when it's really hot, it's a godsend putting the helmet all the way up. But I think I'm going to stick with this one because it's so nice and light. And it's safer as well.
Well, when you think about how many miles we're going to do, we're going to be doing a lot of miles.
Yeah, it's about 2,500 miles we're going to be doing this one.
Yeah. we're going to be doing a lot of miles. And you don't use your flip helmet when you're doing loads and loads of miles.
No.
You use it more when you're going when it's a bit slower, but I think sticking with that helmet is the right one.
Yeah, I think this helmet will be fine. Just with that little crack open on the visor, it doesn't do much. Oh, that's a bit too much. Yeah, we'll have to see about that. I certainly can't ride at much speed with the visor open, which is a bit of a shame.
We've got the proper socks, order socks, so hopefully our 3 pairs will last 17 days.
So yeah, mesh trousers, mesh jackets, mesh gloves, shorter ankle boots which are more summer orientated, and a smaller screen on the front for more air draft.
And let's just hope it doesn't rain.
Oh yeah. Which on every other bike trip we've been on, it's been bad, hasn't it, the weather?
Yeah, we've never been fortunate, have we?
Yeah. Oh, and also the bottle of electrolytes, I think is good for
yeah.
that. And we're planning on stopping more times this time, aren't we? Whereas before we've done a lot of miles every day. We're hoping to stop a few more times.
Yeah, stop a few more times. See if we've got any places of interest on our route to visit.
So the second part of this video is how we've gone ahead planning for it. Now we've got 2 destinations really, haven't we? Which is this, which is what it's centered around.
Yeah, 2 main destinations.
Yeah. So we've got the World Ducati week in Misano, which was the main one, the 100-year centenary celebrations. And then we're going to come back and do the Dolomites, which we haven't done before. We're going there and coming back, really. We had no specific plan, did we?
No, no.
Now we've been planning this for about 6 months on and off, just tweaking the route, finding nice roads, and you doing your bit on getting the accommodation sorted.
There's certain accommodation that we do have to actually book, or else we won't be able to feel comfortable about going, because there's not a lot of accommodation there. One is Switzerland, which is very sparse on accommodation, unless you want to pay between £500 and £800 a night. Yeah, crazy prices. And then the other one is Cortina in the Dolomites, which is where the Winter Olympics was held. And again, it's not winter time, but it is a popular destination for walkers. You know, there's lots of mountains there. It's in the Dolomites. People go up in their cable cars. People go and visit because the Winter Olympics had been held there. So we pre-booked that as well.
Yeah, that's our most expensive stay, isn't it?
Yeah. And then the other one that we pre-booked, only because we wanted to get sorted and we knew exactly where we were going to be, is the 2 nights in just outside the circuit of Misano, where we're going to spend the whole day on Saturday celebrating the 100th Ducati anniversary.
Yeah.
It is on for 3 days. It's on the Friday, Saturday and Sunday, but we opted, because we were travelling on the Friday, we opted just to go and spend the whole day on the Saturday, which we felt would be enough for us.
Yeah.
So hopefully
we booked that because even though there was lots of accommodation around the place, we knew it was going to be very, very busy. So we had to book somewhere.
And book somewhere that's, for easy parking for the bike.
Yeah. That's our number 1 priority.
Yeah.
We had an idea of the route we wanted to go and the road we want to go, and then we found places around that destination there where we think we'll be by the end of the day. But how many have we booked out of 16, 17? We're not fully booked up, are we?
We've got 17 nights and we've got 8 nights where we've got nothing booked at all yet.
Right.
So, you know, we've... Well, it's
And
not,
that's
it's not
mainly on the return, isn't it?
well, there's a couple of nights going, but, you know, we're not too worried. We'll see how the roads go. You don't want to put yourself under pressure of having to get to certain places, because we've done that before, you know, where we've got ourselves, you know, 450 miles we need to do.
Yeah.
Not kilometres, miles. So what we've decided to do on this trip is do some really long days and then get some shorter days in where we're doing just 150 miles, that type of thing, so we can stop and see things and you know, look for attractions, and if we need to have a rest and have a day off, we can have a break.
Yeah,
you know,
we could change it.
And when you're not in a main town or a main city, I'm really opting. I really enjoy the apartments, you know, stopping, because you've got everything there. You've got like a lounge, a kitchen, a bathroom, your bedroom. You get off your bike after a day out on the bike and you can just totally chill out, call in the supermarket, pick up some stuff, bottle of wine, you're made.
Yeah.
You know, and then sometimes we're going for 17 nights, so sometimes we'll stay in a hotel, we'll get changed, we'll go into the town, go to a couple of the tavernas, the pubs, and then head back to the hotel. But
Tavernas, that's a posh word.
Yeah, but sometimes it's just nice just to chill out. You know, and the nice thing about apartments, if you get a ground floor, they usually have outside area as well, which is lovely.
Yeah.
And they usually always have secure bike parking.
Yeah, that's our number one priority. Secure bike parking, and then, well, location, I suppose, isn't it? You look at the room size as well, don't you, which I never looked at before.
Yeah, the room size. Because you've got a load of gear and you've got all your bike gear as well as your normal luggage. You know, it's nice to have that bit of extra space in the room. The funny thing is, though, I was thinking, Tony, this year we'll be saying, no, top of the priority, air conditioning.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that hasn't been our priority before, has it?
No,
it
never.
It hasn't even been on the list.
No, never been on the list. No.
This weather forecast better be right, because we're changing a lot of things because of this weather.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we're pretty much certain on all the way down to Italy and to the Dolomites, but after that we're going to try and get in the German Alpine route, and then well, nothing planned really then, just get back to Calais, a couple of days to get back to Calais.
Yeah.
And what I've been using is my route app, which is very good if you know what you're doing, because you've got to be very, very precise. But after a bit of experience, probably about a year, I think I've got off to a T now.
Yeah.
So it's a mixture between that and Google Maps, because when you find an apartment, I always check it out, don't I, on Google Maps, look at the area and make sure the parking is nice and secure like it's supposed to be.
Yeah. I mean, that's the problem, isn't it, with anywhere you book? You know, you feel that it's going to be what it says in the description, but we've got to places and it's not like what it just says in the description.
Yeah,
so,
especially in France. We've had some bad places in France, haven't we?
But you have to just make the most of it, don't you?
Yeah.
We always take a cover for the bike, you know, so we lock it up and put a cover over the top of it.
Yeah.
You know, because bike theft is so high everywhere now.
Yeah. Again, especially in France, I mean, we've avoided the cities in France because the bike theft is supposed to be so bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much how we plan our trips. It's took quite a long while, but I think we've got it pretty much where we want it to be.
Well, we'll be doing our daily TikTok.
Oh yeah.
On gone touring TikTok.
Yeah.
And then obviously when we get back, you can sort your videos out of what we've done. We like to do the videos just so that we can share the experiences that we're having with other people who want to do that area, because wherever we go, we always, you know, look on YouTube to see
Yeah.
if there has been videos on.
Yeah, and what the roads are like.
To give you your ideas, what you like, what you'd like to do, what you wouldn't like to do. I mean, we are actually doing Lake Garda, aren't we? We're going up the west side of Lake Garda. And one of the reasons is we watched a YouTube video, didn't we, regarding that road?
Yeah, the James Bond one.
The James Bond road, yeah, which looks really cool. So, you know, that would be good to do.
And the other one we changed because we're going on the, well, we were going the Grimsel Furka Pass route because Furka Pass is one of my favourite ones. But after watching one of the YouTube channels, Nuffinen Pass came up, so I actually fancy doing that one. I haven't done that one before. And I think it's the highest or the second highest pass in Switzerland, so thanks to YouTube, we're going to do that one, a bit of a change.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, the good thing about going is that you can change your route whenever you like.
Pretty much, especially when you're not not booked up.
When you haven't booked all of the accommodation, yeah, you can. It's good to not do that.
Yeah.
There again, some people wouldn't dare go, I don't think, unless they knew they were got somewhere to sleep.
Yeah, it's what you're comfortable with, isn't it?
When you haven't got a tent.
Yeah. So part 3 of the video is how we're going to record the journey. And at the start of the year we treated ourselves some very nice DJI gear to make things a whole lot easier. So on the front we've got a 360 camera which is connected to 2 DJI Mic 3 microphones via Bluetooth, which are held inside the helmet on some little magnets, and they seem to be quite clear and, well, pretty easy to use. 360 camera means I can do a rear shot, front shot, side shot, whatever we want. Yeah, so and the quality I'm really impressed with, so happy with that one. You've got the DJI Osmo Action 6 camera, which is the latest one, and again the quality is really, really good. And we've got that attached via Bluetooth again to a 3rd microphone, which we've been trialling on different places around the bike for more ambient temperatures. So it's quite good on the front of the bike on my little magnet. And right now I've just put it in the side pocket of this tank bag to see how that works. You've got the remote as well, haven't you, which is the big control?
Yeah, so on my the stick that holds it, the extension stick, is the remote control for both cameras, so it syncs them together. So I just have to keep an eye that they're always on camera, video rather than photograph. On your camera you can see that the 2 microphones are working because the bars go across. On my camera I can see that the 3rd microphone is working because the green bar goes across.
Yeah.
And also that we haven't lost it, so that's the thing.
So we've also got another DJI bit of equipment, and that's the DJI Mini 3 Pro drone. But we haven't had much practice, have we?
No, not really. I mean, it's been really windy here, so it's not ideal, is it, to get a drone up when it's windy. But, you know, hopefully we're taking it on holiday with us, and hopefully we'll have an opportunity where we can stop somewhere where it's nice and a nice place, and we can get the camera up.
So yeah, we're pretty much set, haven't we? We've got the right gear now, wearing wise for the hot weather, which we're not used to because normally it's pouring down when we go, or very, very windy. We've planned the trip pretty much as good as we want to plan it.
Yeah.
Leaving a few options available. And we've got some new equipment which appears to be really, really good quality. But I think that's about it, isn't it now? We're set to go a couple of days time.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully the weather doesn't change.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that weather forecast, but I think it's going to be nice, isn't it, this time? It's going to be our first really nice weather bike trip.
Yeah. Because I've got to be honest with you, I'm not warm in this jacket with all the vents open now. I know it's getting late, it's about 6 o'clock and it's only about 17 degrees, is it?
18 degrees now, yeah.
Yeah, but the wind has got a chill to it. So if I was going much further, I'd be zipping all my vents up.
Yeah, you have to go think about your coat, doesn't it? You've got the option.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the end of this video, and the next video will be us setting off, hopefully in nice weather, down to Folkestone to the Le Hotel. Look forward to that one.
Yep. Take care. Happy riding.